Welcome back. I'm your host, Sosaia, and this is episode 4 of the Mix Wash podcast. Your boy's rolling solo today because Grayson retired his co-host job here at Mix Wash Incorporated. This episode 4, is brought to you by no one, because I don't even know why I'm saying we're. I'm the only person on this show now, and I'm not large enough to get sponsored by anybody. But if I wanted to sponsor, it would be Dottie's Casino, because that's where all the old people gamble. And you know me, I love old people. Anyways, I hope everybody's day is going just fine. I hope everybody's having a wonderful time doing whatever you're doing. If you're grocery shopping, kill your grocery shopping. You're also probably not grocery shopping, because I only post this podcast on YouTube. And unless you have YouTube Premium, which, by the way, get YouTube Premium if you're listening to my podcast, because then you can close your phone and look at other stuff while you listen. The last thing I would want is for you to... wait a second. Hold up. Can I get a sponsorship if I keep promoting YouTube Premium? I should look into this. Granted, I mean, the last episode has 9 views, so I don't think we're approaching real sponsorships anytime soon. Speaking of Grayson, in fact, we are still recording this on a 2016 iPhone SE. And by still, I mean we are now, which, if the audio has changed drastically, I probably wouldn't be able to tell because I'm way too lazy to look back at the last episode and compare it. But I think it's just about the same. The microphone on the 2016 iPhone SE is surprisingly good, and I'm enjoying it. I'll try not to say so much. I don't want to annoy you guys. Granted, if you're listening to this podcast, you like me, and let's hope that you enjoy my voice. And you're going to get all the and and everything that you're here for, because you're here to listen to me. There's not even Grayson for conversational appeal. And let me tell you, this is 10 times harder to do by yourself. I'm speaking to a wall right now. And by speaking to a wall, I don't mean speaking to myself. I literally mean speaking to a wall. If I ever start this, doing video recordings of the podcast and lining it up so that you guys can watch it, like it's the Joe Rogan experience, then you'll see I'm literally speaking into the wall. I don't know if that's going to cause audio problems. Anyways, it is summertime. Summer's fun. It's really weird. The feeling you get of not having homework is definitely the weirdest thing. Unless you're in summer school. Which, by the way, if you're in summer school, I'm sorry, bro. That sounds like it sucks. That sounds terrible. That sounds absolutely garbage. I can't imagine. But, to each their own. If you got to make up some credits and you're doing your thing, put that work in. Keep her going. What is this, a self-help podcast? Get that work in. You know what it is. No, that's not us today. That's not me today. That's not me any day. I'll motivate you, but I ain't ever going to be no self-help guide. Oh, I shouldn't say that. What if I grow up and I'm a self-help person? That would suck. That would be terrible. I should probably check if you guys can hear the large amount of music playing in the background. My mother's deciding to throw a party and drink some beers before we head out to Roseville tomorrow. Which, by the way, if you've never been to California and you live in Reno, Nevada, hell, if for some reason you stumble upon this podcast 10 years from now and you're rewatching this because I blow up after the 50th episode, go to California. It is July 2nd, 2021, I should note, because I don't know what happens 3 years from now. California might be an island. It might be its own country. It's up to you. But I will say, 2021 California is a pretty cool place. 2016 California was even better. 2015 California was probably the best. I'm not going to make any more specifications on why that would be. But some of you could guess. That would be cool. Oh, drinking water, because that's me, I'm not gonna not drink water to improve the quality of the podcast. If anything, that's higher quality. You're getting the real, authentic experience. I don't know. All right, what are we going to talk about? Talk about summer. Oh, dude, I've been in the gym recently, and I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know. I'm honestly, I'm starting to experience that self-doubt that, you know, those like top tier athletes always talk about. But it's okay, because, you know, we all have our struggles, and I think I fought through worse, so we'll get there. You know, I guess you are your hardest critic. You yourself are always going to be down on you more than anybody else, unless you meet somebody completely toxic. Which, yo, by the way, there are people out there who will straight up, no joke, not be in your business or be involved in any of your exchanges or your conversations, not even know you, and be trying to ruin your life. You got to watch out for those ones. And I'm not talking like, which, you know what, this is so funny. There's a girl listening to this podcast right now, like, yeah, you got to watch out for the Sagittariuses. If that's you, turn off the podcast. I'm sorry. You don't need to be listening to my show. This is not the show for you. This is not at all the show for you. I don't think that the okay, sorry, unpopular opinion. I don't think the stars care about who you are. But hey, teach their own. I'm just saying, you might be annoyed by me because my opinions and yours don't align. But if you want to have your opinions, that's all up to you. Also, I am hella tired right now. I'm so tired. That's why I'm rambling on. But it's okay, because you like the rambling. You're here for the rambling, son. That's right. Anyways. Gotta watch out for those people, man. You can't... Dude, I said that I wasn't going to be a self-help guy, but this whole episode is self-help. Let's go. I don't know. Just watch out for them. You know, like, you don't want to be involved in anything you don't want to be involved in. You don't want to... And not even that. Not that you don't want to be involved in something you don't want to be involved in. You don't want people to be all up in your business to the point where they're causing you problems, and they weren't involved in them in the first place. Also, if that's you, what the hell are you doing, bro? What is wrong with your life that you need to go mess up somebody else's that you don't even know them? Like, that's a whole nother level of toxic, bro. That's like tuna sandwich farts, bro. You're on a whole nother level of noxious fumes. Man, you're carbon monoxide on a whole nother level. Anyways, let me not. But then also, you know, we gotta be empathetic. I don't know what problems you have. Maybe you can't manage the problems in your life, and there's injustice in your life, so you're trying to serve justice in another person's life. And that's tough. I'm never gonna, or at least I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best not to judge anybody, because I would hope that people aren't out there judging me, even though there are. There are definitely people who look at my stuff and pick it apart and, I don't know, try to find flaws in my game. But bro, come on. We all just living our best life. Dude, I literally said I wasn't going to be a self-help book, and I have been a self-help book for 9 minutes straight now. Let's go. I'm enjoying this. This solo episode is definitely going to be hard to do, especially since I have no one here. Like, I'm not like Chris D'Elia. I don't have like producers to yell at or, you know, at least get some reverb off of. This is going to take some time, but I'm glad that you're here with me for the first episode. We're killing it. This first solo episode is killing it. They misspelled the name of this podcast in the yearbook, which I'm not going to make it public which high school I go to, even though it's probably already public in the last 3 episodes. I just won't mention it. But I purposefully, in my yearbook interview, told them that the name of my podcast was Mix Wash. Guess what it says in the yearbook? Mixed wash with an ED. Bruh. Do I look like I have ED? I might. But I'm only 15. I'm not 15. I'm 17. I don't got ED. I got BD, brain dysfunction. Um, I can't remember how old I am, but I can tell you right now, take the ED off my mix, because I don't want no ED in my mix. You feel me? Drinking water, let's go. I think that's... Wait, actually, you know what's weird? I think ED is actually, like, developing early in humans. Let's find out. Let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, I searched this incorrectly, and it brought up child development and, like, that. Okay, let's talk. Let me just... Oh, so there's like different levels. Yo, I don't know. This is totally the weird. This is a weird thing to be talking about. Um, oh, these questions are terrible. Okay, when you type in erectile dysfunction into Google, the number one recommended thing is erectile dysfunction starts at what age? And if you look at the people also ask questions, they are terrible. Wow, this is great. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm not going to read these because I don't. Oh, okay. Can a 30-year-old take Viagra? Can you? I don't know. Try it. Does ED go away? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, did you know? Okay, I was talking with my mom one day, and I guess among men within the age group of, like 50s and on, when ED typically begins to develop, which I just made sure of that. It is most typical in men beyond the age of 50. But men will often like drug deal Viagra pills to each other, and also they're like skeptical of the effectiveness of the pills, so they like will pop 3 and just straight up have a boner for 3 days. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for saying that on my podcast, but hey, you're here for me, and we're doing it. We're flying right now. Just me, myself, and I in this podcast right now. Though, I will admit, I'm going to send the picture over to Grayson that I take of my desk to make the thumbnail for this video. And by video, I mean audio, because I don't, sadly, record these and put them together. Oh, buddy, that would take so long for my computer to handle. Speaking of computers, we have a silver bunker, which I think I have to say that, one, I'm not sponsored by Silver Bunker to say this, but over in the Meadowwood Mall, over in the mall here, Silver Bunker just got put in right next to Spencer's, and you can pay $5 an hour to use their like top of the line gaming computers. That's a great idea. If you need to edit a video, I think you could also go in there and do that. $5 an hour? That's pretty good. That's $25 for 5 hours of like prime time gaming. That's very nice. I would recommend going in there. I just went in there today with a friend of mine and checked out the computers. It's pretty cool stuff. Yo, arcades are crazy. Arcades are absolutely crazy. People will get like a club membership to an arcade so that they can have a certain number of credits every day. Who has time to go to an arcade every day? But also, they use it as like a gym. Like, you'll just see guys go into the round 1 arcade and just straight up like be doing cardio on the DDR machine for 30 minutes. And that's the best idea ever. Like, you're a genius for thinking of I don't want to go to the gym. Why don't I just get a club membership at an arcade so that after I get done doing my 30 minutes of DDR expert mode cardio, I can go shoot baskets on the super shot machine. That's not a half bad idea. Except for the fact that the club membership probably costs the same price as the actual gym in the same mall. But to each their own. Again, I'm not going to judge anybody. I'm not going to judge. Except, I feel like this podcast is just me saying that I'm not going to do stuff, and then me doing that stuff. I said I wasn't going to be a self-help book. We've been a self-help book. Also, this podcast is probably not going to be anywhere near as long as the other ones. I'm doing it, I'm rolling solo on my dolo right now. So we're gonna probably make it 30 minutes instead of the typical hour. Also, I don't know how long you guys want these to be. Please let me know. Also, I don't know who the hell's gonna listen to this. If you listen to this, DM me on Instagram. Please let me know that you listened to me talk to a wall for 30 minutes. Also, it might be an hour today. I don't know. I gotta have more material. I don't do podcasts alone. I need somebody to talk to, and I'm lonely. Forever alone. Facts. Does anybody still check their grades? I still check my grades. Every time I log in, or not even log in, every time I open up Chrome, like I log into Infinite Campus just to see that my grades aren't there. Just to see that I don't have homework. Maybe I need that. Maybe I'm so befuddled. Befuddled? Flustered? No, flustered's definitely not the word. Flustered's like getting blue balls. That's flustered. Oh, that's such a bad comparison, but it's too true. If you would like to be on the show, also, let me know. Dude, I would love to invite you into my studio space. And by my studio space, I mean my room with my bed that's never made because I'm always in and out of it. That's what she said. That's what he said. Never mind. And my chair with a bunch of junk on it. Like, I swear, my room stays 50% clean and 50% dirty. Every time I clean something, I equally make something else dirty. And it's great. I like it. It's very organized. It's very organized chaos. And I think that's better than disorganized peacefulness. You know what I mean? Like, even if I cleaned up my whole room, I think I wouldn't like it as much as having it just a little bit dirty. Because, there's not a lot in my room to mess up. So it's just like a couple things that aren't organized. But since there's not that much in the first place, that makes up like half of the things to mess up. I do want this podcast to go big someday. I think it can. I think if I get good enough at this whole talking to the wall thing, we'll be just golden. And then eventually I'll pay for some better equipment. Maybe I'll get a mic. But hey, do I even need a mic? This freaking iPhone SE is killing the game. I also need to give the iPhone SE back to Grayson. Want to apologize to Grayson for not giving his phone back when I thought I was going to be able to. But, you can't win them all. I also would like to put it out there that I will admit openly that there are some scratches on Grayson's iPhone SE that were not there when I received them. And if he would like financial compensation, he is entitled to it. I take full responsibility for slightly damaging and altering the status of an object that he gave to me in fully functional, perfect, near mint condition status. I apologize to him and his iPhone SE for the plight that I have caused. Speaking of plights, the only reason I use the word plight is because of the game came out during the Wii U life cycle, the game Child of Light, which is a super dark, like Hollow Knight-ish RPG. What the hell am I talking about it for? Y'all don't care. Half of you are band chicks. One of you is probably... actually, there's probably 3 or 4 of you that really don't like me, but listen to the podcast so that you can hate me even more. And that is okay. If that's what you need in your life, wow, I'm going to piss you off so hard right here. If that's what you need in your life to make you happy, go ahead. Oh, dude, you're steaming right now. No, I'm playing. Um, where am I going to go to college? That's a big question. That's a big question for all of us at the moment. All of us, class of 2022 people. We all have to pick very soon. I'm rolling around between. No, I'm not going to brag about what colleges I'm thinking about, but I am worried. Let me dive deeper into my vernacular to express this thought. I am not worried. I'm not a worrisome person. Mr. Marner can tell you that. I'm not a very worrisome person. I never get stressed. I'm very good at managing things of that nature. With that being said, I will admit that I am extremely excited about going to college. So much so that picking which one I would like to go to, and actually just picking which one I want to go to, is a little bit of a problem. I don't want to say that what I'm going to major in is a problem. I've narrowed it down just enough so that when I get to that moment and I have to pick my major, I know what I'm going to do. Now, whether or not that major is going to change is up to future me, but I've narrowed it down to one thing in science or one thing in mathematics. Which is a weird thing about education. We spend so much time, like the first 12 years of our education, learning lots of everything. Like, we learn so much in English, we learn so much in science, we're learning chemistry, we're learning physics, we're taking a class in biology, we're becoming very well-rounded students. But then when you get to college, you pick like one thing and that's what you're doing. Other than your undergrad, grad school, you're just doing your thing for that thing. Which, again, I'm not a college student. I'm only 17. Maybe it's not exactly that way, but based on the information I've received, that's what it's like. It only gets narrower. As a kid, I always envisioned the pursuit of knowledge becoming broader. Maybe that's why I keep my horizons open. When you picture a horizon, is it an ocean or mountains? For me, it's definitely mountains when you say the word horizon. But when I think of horizons being open, I think of the ocean. That's a very nice question. I'm sure if I asked my mother, who grew up in Hawaii, or someone who grew up on an island, what they think of when I say the horizon, they definitely think of an ocean. And I definitely think of mountains because I'm born and raised here in Nevada. Oh, that is such a good wonder. I'm sure if you asked like a farmer over there in wherever the hell in the Midwest, if you ask them what image they think of when you say the word horizon, it's like a grass field. Ooh, that's a cool one. That is a cool thought. Welcome to Cool Thoughts. I'm your host, Sosaia Talanoa. We've been here for 23 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm actually feeling pretty good about this one. I'm okay. This is good. I'm getting more and more used to not having somebody to talk to. It's a little bit challenging because I have to keep the ball rolling. It's like improv by yourself. Never say no. Speaking of which, that's weird. Rapist must take it. Nope. Not finishing. Okay, just saying. Okay, gotta finish the joke. Never say no? Bro, I'm telling you. Find some creepy guys in improv. That's a terrible joke. That's absolutely terrible. I'm so sorry if you're into improv and that offended you. I'm actually not sorry because it was a joke. You see how this works? It's another thing. Should you get offended by jokes that aren't jokes to make you feel hurt? Like, okay, racist jokes? That makes sense because the joke is inherently supposed to offend you. Like, it's meant to hurt you as a person. But, like, hey, there's a couple of jokes that we don't have to get offended by. We can all laugh at. Like, okay, I'm not going to go too far with this because even though I would love to blow up on the internet, I don't want the reason for me to blow up to be that I said racism was okay. That is not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is, I think we are too easily offended, too easily prone to wanting to jump out and lash out and cancel somebody. Though I do think it's appropriate in some cases. Yes, my voice just cracked. Let's go. Yes, voice cracks. Yep, drinking some more water. Yeah, that water's great. Water burps. Do burps? I feel like burps are a scary thing. Like you're just drinking and eating, and out of nowhere, air is coming out of you, and not from your butt, like you would expect from the butt, you know? Babies learn to expect from the butt 3 days into their existence. Expect from the butt is a senior quote. Expect from the butt. If you want to do that, if you're a freshman right now and I'm about to be a senior and you listen to my podcast, hit me up. You're cool. If you barely know me and you're listening to the podcast, hit me up at Sosaia Talano on Instagram. That's facts. Gotta do it. Gotta do it, bro. I hope that my voice isn't bad. I'm trying not to do that thing where, like, you record and you, like, change your voice. Like, somebody puts a camera on you and you're like, oh, hi, my name is, and your voice changes. I'm trying to just be authentic 100% Sosaia Talanoa for you right here in this moment. And I want you to enjoy it. If you enjoy it. If you hate me, freaking hate it, dude. Dislike this video. We might get a lot of dislikes, but I'm hoping we get a lot more likes. We're brought to you today by not actually a sponsor. Like I said, nowhere big enough. Wish we were sponsored by Nivea Lotion. That coconut and Manoe oil, bro, that product is great. Not an ad, again, because they could sue me. I just like their product. Did I say that the lotion was deliciousness? I don't eat the lotion. I'm just a brown person, and black don't crack. You feel me? Brown don't crack? Brown don't crack isn't nearly as on point. I'm also not African American. And that's, for some reason, not a common knowledge thing. Everybody thinks I'm a light-skinned black dude, which is okay with me, because, dude, I love not small. Not gonna lie. My preference in girls is definitely white chicks. And for some reason, white chicks love light-skinned black dudes. And if y'all will just fool yourselves into thinking that I am a light-skinned black dude, we're chilling. We're chilling for ages. We're chilling forever, dog. Which is another weird thing. There are some stereotypes that are odd. Like, we all know the racist one. Like the racist stereotypes. But then there's the oddly, specifically accurate ones. Like chicks who look like Megan Fox. Like light-skinned black dudes. Think about it. Now, if you thought of people, that's confirmation bias. And we totally just did like a little social brain experiment all together just now. Because there's definitely no correlation between those two things. But we want there to be, so we made one. You gotta be careful with that. That's how you fool each other in politics. And I never want this podcast to be political. It has been in the past. Grayson and I have definitely discussed a couple things and made our opinions public. But hey, if you and I disagree, that's okay. Hell, I totally don't agree with most, and by most, I mean like 85% of the things Ben Shapiro says. I freaking think those are terrible assumptions and analyses, but I respect him for what he does, I got mad respect for the man. But do I disagree with him? Hell to the yeah. Do I still watch his show on occasion to see what the other side of the fence is thinking? Yes. Also, why does it got to be a fence? Why do we have to be so divided today? It's really tough. It bugs me that I live in this divided America. But also, I wasn't around for the America before me, so I don't know how divided it always has been. But from what I hear, America is not divided like this very often. And that's tough. But hey, maybe this is just another struggle that we all got to go through. And struggle builds character. And if anybody can tell you that, it's me. And if I need credibility on that statement, there's a whole lot of teachers you could ask. And I think anybody who really knows me can tell you that I know that struggle builds character. But we're pushing through today. We're having fun. We're living through these hard times. We just got through a school year of the thing, the pandemic. I was instructed that I shouldn't say the C word that rhymes with Arona, and the second half that ends in iris. So I'm replacing the soundbite that was here a second ago with me saying that we're no longer going to have it in here because I said the Arona iris too many times. And I don't want to get this. I mean, hey, I worked on this video pretty hard, and it's not even a video. I worked on this episode pretty hard, and I wanted to keep going. So we're just going to replace this little soundbite and get back to your scheduled programming real quick. Anyways, by the way, if you guys can hear anything in the background, I'm so sorry. My whole family, like I said, is having a dance party, drinking alcohol, fun time at the moment. And I thought it would be nice if I kick back, relaxed, and grabbed myself a beverage and hopped, if you want to bounce, to my leverage. The evidence, as they say, is in the pudding. So show me the money, like my name is Cuba Gooding. Those aren't my bars. Those are bars from a song that came out when I was in like 4th grade, bro. And I've always remembered them. And do I know the song? No, I don't know the song. Am I ever going to know the song? Maybe, if one of you does some Shazamming or, looking for the lyrics on Apple Music, then sure, whatever the hell, I'll know the song. But I don't think I'm ever going to know it until somebody shows it to me, because I'm far too lazy to go do that. Anyways, we did make it through a complex school year just now, which, by the way, hell yeah, that was so hard. That was hard, man. Going to school every other day, as much as parents are probably like, oh my God, you're so lucky, you got to stay home 6 days out of the week or whatever the hell. Yo, staying home and hopping onto a Zoom call at 7:45 where a teacher is trying to teach you math on a laggy computer to do whatever the hell calculus that you're trying to learn, and then go back the next day and just continue, because now he can't really have in-depth teaching time. He's only got 50 minutes with you on Monday. Now he's got 49 minutes with you on Tuesday, and none of it is in depth. He's got to run through it because we got to get to this AP test by May. It's insane. Okay, this year was way harder for your kids. If you're a parent and you're listening to this podcast, get out, dude. Not even get out in a bad way. Just get out of here. You're awesome, dude. If you're listening to my podcast, this 17-year-old brown kids podcast, and you have kids, get out of here. You're awesome, dude. And also, please hit me up on Instagram at Sosaia. If you don't know how to spell that, you're lame. Check the last episode's description. Probably the description of this episode. I don't know why I wouldn't leave it. I'm enjoying my time. This nice summer off is very nice. Like I said, having no homework is quite the odd feeling, but we're getting used to it, and it's nothing to complain about. I'm not going to be like, oh, I wish I had homework again. That's terrible. You know what else is terrible? Okay, unpopular opinion. If you post on your Snapchat and you think that people care about how much you're posting on your Snapchat, people definitely don't care. There's an inverse relationship. If you post on your Snapchat once a week, maximum, like, and that's a rarity, like where you post 2 days in a row and everybody's like, whoa, everybody cares about what you post. You don't want to cloud your influence bubble, essentially. Like, if you're putting out stuff every day, I guarantee you everybody's sick and tired of your Snapchat story, and everybody's just putting their phone sideways and just freaking drumming 16th notes just straight through your story, bro. Straight through it. Without a care in the world. You know what else sucks? Dude, clickbait being a thing of my generation, I'm very embarrassed of that. Especially with how disgusting clickbait is today. Clickbait used to be, it was better. It's only gotten worse since the inception of clickbait. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that, but I want you to open your phone right now, go to Snapchat, go to the story section, scroll down, tell me that there isn't one story that's sexualizing a girl's body, and that's the clickbait. It's like, she did what? And it's like, it's a basketball channel too. Like, it could be, it's like, she can dunk, ? And then, like, the thumbnail is a girl in some leggings and her, like, butt is large. Come on, y'all. We gotta fix this. This can't be a regular, everyday thing. That's so gross. That's so disgusting. Welcome to The Real Opinions with me, your host, Sosaia Talanoa. We're getting it done today. And, I actually think we're going to end the podcast here. I enjoyed being your host for 37 minutes. And by 37, I mean 36 and 47 seconds as of just then. 50 seconds now. I enjoyed this solo thing. I'm going to get better at it. I'm sorry. This episode probably isn't the greatest. The first 3 are probably way better than this one. Except for the first episode. The first episode is not that great. But this one, I enjoyed it. I'm going to try to make it more enjoyable for you guys in the future. And I hope I can get this out soon. This is being recorded on July 2nd. I'm hoping to have it out by the 3rd. Or even by tonight, if I can. It would be posted very late. It might be like an essay that you turn in 11:59 because it's due at 12 a.m. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Go ahead and subscribe if you want. I don't care. That's up to you. I also can't control what you do. So y'all have a wonderful day. We out of here.